Parking and key management. It is a big lot, with hundreds of cars, so things can get messy very easily. Your cooperation, and everyone's for that matter, will be imperative. You don't want to be held back because the car you are trying to sell is blocked by another vehicle and the key is nowhere to be found. Neither do any of your colleagues. Or it could happen that someone's personal vehicle is blocking the car you need to get to, and the person is out on a test drive so you can't get it out of the way until they come back. Situations like these may occur sometimes, and it could be terribly frustrating for the salesperson trying to show a vehicle. Or for the customer who doesn't want to waste their time waiting for someone to get a car out of the way. Employees parking. Upon your arrival at the company, you'll be instructed where the employees' parking is at. Make sure your personal vehicle won't be in someone else's way. If all slots are taken, look for an empty space where you are not blocking another vehicle. If you notice that dealer cars or customers' cars are in the employees' parking, please notify the reconditioning or service manager. Demos. So you have a car to show. Terrific. Go to the key machine and take the key out. Walk to the vehicle and bring it to the designated showing area. Maybe you didn't sell for any reason. You have to bring the car back to where it belongs in the lot. Cars in the lot are normally sorted by body style. If several units of the same model, they will preferably be parked next to each other. It could be tempting to take a shortcut and just park it to the closest slot available and call it a day. In the end, how would they know it was you who misplaced a car, right? Well, the key machine keeps a record of who checked out a specific key with time and date. It even keeps a picture of who's logging in case someone is trying to access a key with somebody else's user. In a lot with over 300 cars, we are talking about more than 300 keys to manage. The service and reconditioning departments do a very good job at tagging and programming the keys so the machine would recognize what car each key is associated with. Once a key is inserted in the key machine for the first time, a software will keep a detailed record of every time that key was checked out and checked in. After you are done with a car, it is important that you bring the key back in the safe. Never keep keys in your drawer, on your desk, or in your pocket. Avoid handling more than one key at the time. In your position, you'll be constantly switching from one task to another, or from one customer to another, or from one car to the other. Chances of forgetting you have a specific key in your pocket are high. Even worse, because you are jumping from one car to the other, the chances of a key falling in one of the cars are high. Imagine dropping a Chevy Malibu key inside a Jeep. After a day of showing different vehicles, someone needs that Chevy key you showed earlier. They go to the key machine and enter the stock number for the car. It displays that you have the key. They come to you, asking for the key. You remember you had it, and start looking for it in your pockets. Oh no, it's nowhere to be found. You check your drawer. Key is not there either. You think of all the cars you've been inside throughout the day, maybe 5 or 6. It could literally be anywhere. This is a stressful and frustrating situation that can easily be avoided. Simply put the keys back in every time after you are done with a car. It becomes a mechanical process for you and you won't be accountable for these keys. Some of them can be very expensive, sometimes hundreds of dollars. Keeper system. When you accept the position at Grand Motorcars, you will be assigned a username and a PIN for the key machine. Your fingerprint will be registered for quicker access to the safe. You can find the specific key you are looking for by entering the stock number for the car, or by sorting your search out by year, make or model. The stock number will be the best way to look for a key. The filter tool for the safe will only show the keys that are in, not the ones that are out. Let's say you are looking for a Ford key. You go to make and check each Ford key one by one. Maybe the one you are looking for is not there, but you wouldn't know who last checked it out. However, if you enter the stock number, it will tell immediately whether the key is there or not, and who last checked it out. Sometimes a colleague may ask for a key that you have in your possession. The natural reaction is to hand it in. However, if the key was last checked out by you, you'll be liable for it. It's recommended that you have your colleague follow you to the key machine so they can check it out from there on their names. It might not sound like a nice gesture, but it's the responsible thing to do. If the key, or even worse, the car, gets lost, the company will be after you. The argument that you handed it into someone else won't be valid. It's going to be your word against theirs. It's definitely a situation you want to avoid. No matter how much you trust your colleague, you have to assume your responsibilities as the current possessor of the key. Spare keys. Only managers are authorized to approve spare keys for customers. Most of the vehicles in the inventory arrive with only one key. But there's a few cases in which a secondary key is also present. You have absolutely no permission to offer another key to a customer. Dealers have no obligation to give spare keys to customers, and thus, no extra key is ever offered. Customers can get extra keys at their own expense. If a spare key is available, and customer buying is paying cash, it is under the manager's discretion to coordinate whether they want to get it shipped, or get it picked up once the funds are available. If asked about a spare, tell them they are either not available, or that you don't know if one is available. The only way to find out is to ask the manager when they go into the finance office. Simple steps will take you a long way. Being meticulous with the keys will save you and others time. It will prevent you from getting unnecessary charges. And it will help the company operate in a seamless way.
Hi. Welcome to Grand Motorcars.